And that one goes on this one. You did it. So happy here. It's amazing how messy morning playtime gets and how long it takes to get Eloise ready. Hello, Eloise. Eloise ready to go out for a trip. So today really? So today we're going to a place called Newstead Abbey. It's about 30 minutes north of Nottingham where we live, and it's a place that we've visited before but only in passing. So today we're going to actually go see it, see if it's worth the trip, see if it's worth the money. We're hopefully going to try going to the house, and hopefully through us doing this it'll inform you about whether it's worth a trip for yourselves. And I think Eloise is excited. Anything you want to say to the world of YouTube? Ah, yeah, I agree. It's inspiring. Absolutely inspiring. So, yeah. Still got loads to do. But, gotta go. Eloise needs me. Bye. And we're here. I think Eloise is a bit tired. Yeah. Shall we wake the baby?
You're the one with the camera in her face. I think you're going to be the one to wake her up.
Seems like a bad idea. The dilemma of waking a baby or waiting for an hour. I'm not sure we've made the right choice here. You ready, Mum?
I think so.
Let's go. Squawk. Coming over to say hello.
I think it's going to attack us.
Please don't attack her, baby.
Hi, baby.
Sorry, we don't have any food for you. And don't pet my bum.
My baby is not food either.
We survived, Megan.
It looked at me like it wanted to eat me or Eloise. I didn't like that. It's biding its time.
It's biding its time.
It's on the way back. We're going to walk here on the way back, and it's just going to be like charge.
It's a bit of a cock, really, wasn't it?
Bit of a peacock.
So we have been here once before, but that was during lockdown when everything was closed. So this is a great opportunity for us to see actually what's inside. First things first though, we need to get a coffee. Very busy in here, isn't it?
Yeah. It usually is at these places though. It's usually full of families that, you know, they've brought their kids along like we have, and they just want to settle down and have a coffee. Probably from a late night of looking after baby, again like us.
Do you want to try a bit of cake?
I don't know. It might just be for Mummy.
I don't think Mummy's going to share, Eloise. She's looking at it though.
Alright. That's really good.
What do you think, Eloise?
Do you like it? I do have one complaint. You only bought me one.
You've got to share with your daughter.
No, I mean I wanted the whole tray of these. They're that good. It's very hard to find gluten-free cake sometimes, so actually when you do find it, it does. It does hold a special place in your heart.
Yeah, the peacock's back.
Oh, I've got a peacock brace. I told you it was biding this time.
It's after your mum.
No, God, no.
I think Eloise is enjoying herself. Do you want to go in the shop? Go on then, let's go. Let's go shopping, Eloise. Down the steps, careful. Good girl. You gonna try climb the stairs?
Good girl. Good girl.
Still amazes me that she's able to walk upstairs like this. Also makes me quite nervous to see it. Having fun, Eloise? Bit bigger than your room, isn't it, Eloise? That's a grand bed if I ever saw one. See the Abbey from the window. Eloise seemingly likes the view here. All she wants to do now.
How pretty is the view? Is it pretty?
The life of a parent. I'm pretty sure we've got to the terrible twos, even though Eloise isn't to help us. You feeling a bit better now, Eloise?
Do you feel better?
What are you trying to say? Eloise is supremely cranky at the moment, which is making it very difficult. There's really a lot to see and do here, and there's lots of displays and lots of things to read, but I think she's just getting a bit bored. It's a bit longer than we expected, and she's in full tantrum mode, if you can hear her in the background.
Apparently you were just hungry.
The other side of the Newstead Abbey. One of the amazing things about this place is I'm walking right through the middle of where this big abbey used to be, and all that's left now is this big facade ruin at the front. Quite an interesting place. It's steeped in quite a significant amount of history. It's just a shame that this bit's in ruins now. Hey Megan.
Yes.
You're amazing.
Get out.
I thought it was quite a good joke actually. No accounting for taste.
I wouldn't hedge your bets on that being a good joke.
Hello.
Around the abbey there's some really nice gardens, there's some statues of some of the people that have lived here, and Eloise is enjoying herself no end, running around, screeching and having fun. Living her best life. It's also really quiet here today. It's a Sunday and okay, the weather's not exactly fantastic, but there's plenty of room to run around and enough space for you to stretch your legs, so to speak, without people stepping on your feet. Plenty of room for a baby to run around too. Hey doggies. So we survived.
Somehow.
Today has been really difficult. Eloise has not been a happy girl, has she?
No, the terrible twos are striking before she's 2.
You can never tell what it's going to be like on a trip. It's like sometimes she'll be super sparkly, she'll sleep, she'll eat, and we'll all be like a big happy family. And then there'll be days like today where it'll just be on and off, full on tantrums in the middle of places that you can't have a tantrum. So those quiet little museums, those quiet little tours that you're going on, and it is stressful.
To give her credit, I mean, the start of the day she was, you know, running around and being happy and cheery and chirpy, and then it was when we got into the house and we wouldn't let her exactly wander around every single dangerous part of it that she then turned into the spawn of Satan.
So the tour was great. There was loads to see, and that was both a blessing and a curse. It's great if you're on your own because it only costs £10 per adult to get in, and there's just loads to read, quite detailed documents to look through, and it is quite interesting. But for a baby, it can be a bit boring, and I think Eloise just got bored and hungry, and that was it. Once she was not happy, she then decided that she wanted to make it very clear to everyone that she was not happy.
Yeah, so if you have a kid with you of about that age, about almost 2, then doing the house tour, you could do it if you go through the house very quickly. Otherwise, I'd probably just stick to looking around the grounds a bit more so that the kids can run around and just exert their energy a bit more instead. And to be fair to Newstead Abbey, one of the volunteers was telling me they used to have little toys and activities for children to do whilst you were looking through the house, but because of that good old COVID, they're no longer there, so it just makes things extra challenging.
That would have really helped, actually. I think if there was something to break up and put some focus on Eloise, so that she can play with something or whatever, that probably would have really helped, because we got to a point where Eloise just really wanted to run around everywhere, duck underneath the things that you shouldn't duck underneath and touch the things that you shouldn't touch. And because we said no to those things, she then kind of lost her cool and got into a tantrum. Your experience might vary once everything's got a bit more back to normal.
And if your child isn't the spawn of Satan.
She's not the spawn of Satan, she's beautiful.
You don't know me.
It would explain a lot. Sounds quite dodgy.
Yeah.
I think Megan's trying to laugh normally, but it sounds completely evil from where I'm sat. I don't think she's trying to pull it on. This is Megan being as evil and scary as she's coming across. So one great thing about today was that the people on the tour, when you got into certain specific rooms, there were volunteers that were there to kind of say hello, introduce themselves, but also to give you the history of the rooms that you were in. And that was fascinating, really interesting.
What's great about the volunteers is, obviously you mentioned that they talked about the history, but they had so much knowledge of that history. They could tell you some very sort of fine details about each of the rooms, which, you know, I was really, really impressed with, even telling me small details about paintings and the history behind some of them. And, you know, I actually came out of that learning a lot more than I thought I would because of that.
Yeah, we've been to Newstead Abbey once before, and it was at that time a nice house, nice kind of area, gardens to walk around. But I didn't really appreciate it. It was just some other place that we'd been, so to speak. But after listening to the volunteers and them talk about the history, and it gave me much more of an appreciation for the Abbey itself.
And I learnt that Byron had a dog called Boatswain.
Boatswain, that is a choice name for a dog.
I think we need to just bring Boatswain as a name back into society. If you have a child in future, name your child Boatswain.
I mean, we could.
Middle name? Start a trend?
This is going to have to be a conversation off camera, I think.
Oh, there's no conversation, it is happening. The name that is, not an actual child just yet. Just the name.
Wait, what?
What?
What, isn't one enough?
Okay, maybe it's an off-camera conversation.
Help. So, overall, Newstead Abbey's a great place to go to, and if you get any chance, I'd really recommend going on the tour that we did today. There are proper guided tours that you can book on, but those only happen at certain times of day. I think it's 3 PM on a Saturday or Sunday. So Megan, would you recommend Newstead Abbey?
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely would recommend it. As I say, I really enjoyed it, and I think you will too.
How many Megs out of 5?
Shut up, Megs out of 5.
I'd like to sleep now.
No.
Can I sleep?
No.
Well, I'm gonna go to sleep.
I'm not.
And we need to have this conversation about babies. Come on.
Boatswain.
No babies.
Boatswain.
Wait, did I say babies?
Boatswain
plural.
the second.
Right, fuck off.
Boatswain the third.
Our next child is not being called Boatswain.
Yes, it is.
Just you wait.